Hello everyone! So today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Gemini, and that is going to peak on June 14th at 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time. I wanted to talk about what this new moon might mean for you and how to work with the energy, what you should do with it, my advice for you, things that you should avoid, that kind of thing. And I also am going to be making a deeper dive video on new moons versus full moons. So if you don't fully understand it, that's okay. I'll give a simple explanation, but once I release that, then you can go watch that. Now let's talk about what a new moon actually is. A new moon is when the sun and the moon conjoin in the sky in the exact same sign. So like I said before, this new moon will be in Gemini, and on your chart you will see that the sun and the moon are right on top of each other. A new moon is the start of a new lunar cycle, so this is a really good time to have fresh starts, new beginnings. That's what new moons are often associated with in general, so most of the time, no matter what sign it's in, it's good to really set intentions, start new things, try new things. It's really viewed as like the planting seeds part of the lunar cycle. It's a very fresh start. It's really good for decluttering and things like that. A really good way to think of the new moon versus the full moon is where I just said the new moon is planting seeds, the full moon is harvesting them. It's like the end of the journey of the lunar cycle. Now, while new moons are great for fresh starts and all of that, the sign that it ends up being in makes a big difference on what you should be doing with that energy. And Gemini itself is so curious, and it is super sociable, and it is very adaptable. On the downside, it can be kind of restless. A lot of times Geminis like to take on way too many things at once, so that's just something to keep in mind. But Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is a lot to do with communication, learning, growth. But overall, the best word I can say for this is just being curious or open-minded. So what is this new moon good for? This new moon is great if you wanted to start reading a new book or expand your knowledge in some way. It's very good for networking. If you're trying to talk to someone about something or you've been avoiding a conversation, now can be the time to really have those deep, really intellectual conversations. Just make sure that you're asking like really deep questions. You want to be listening just as much as you're speaking. You definitely want to journal during this time. If you have new ideas or you don't know what new thing you want to start during this time, just open a textbook, notebook, whatever, and just start writing. Just let it all out. Just all of your ideas, everything that you have, just start writing. Then when you're done, you can pick one thing on there that calls to you the most or you're the most curious about and try it. Just have this be your time to try it. Since this new moon has so much to do with curiosity, my advice for you is to be really curious, not judgmental. So if you see something really crazy that someone's doing, just don't be like, what the heck are you doing? Like, just be super curious and walk up to them and ask what they're doing and why they're doing that, and try and learn more about it without judging right off the bat. And again, just stay open-minded. So if there's something that you've been wanting to try for so long, let's say it's go to a book club. That would be a great thing to do during this time. But let's say that you are super nervous, that it's going to be really awkward, or you're super scared to go to the book club. Just something that I tell myself when I'm too scared to do things, because I totally do get like that, is that I'm not allowed to say that it's going to be awkward or scared because I've never done it, so I have no idea. So this is the perfect time to just let yourself be curious. The thing that's kind of like itching in your brain that's like, oh, I kind of want to try this, or I want to know more about this. Do it. You're the only one that's stopping you from learning more about that. Just try it. If you feel like, let's say the book club example, if you feel like you're not the type of person that would go, or you feel like you'll be really awkward, just know that the types of people that do go had to start somewhere. They had to have that first time. If you just try it, plus if it's awkward, never go again. That's fine. If you just don't like it, don't go again. But you cannot judge it until you try it. So my overall advice for this new moon is to let yourself be curious and let your curiosity lead instead of your fear. Now, there are a few things that you definitely should avoid during this new moon, if you can help it. The first thing that I'll say is try not to start too many things at once. Since Gemini is super restless, you might try like 7 different things. You don't have to do that. Just try the one thing that you are most curious about first. You can always go to the other things after you try the first one, but try the first one first, and then you can go to the other things. Just letting yourself write all of your ideas in a notebook or a journal or whatever you like, and just getting all of your curious ideas out, anything that scares you, anything that you want to try, or just write it down, and then you can pick one from there. Don't pick all of them, for real. So like I said before, this is a great time to have really intellectual conversations, really deep conversations, to ask super meaningful questions. This is a great time to just have those networks or connections. Just make sure that you're doing it really clearly and avoid starting any drama. You want to do that anyways, but still. So because you want to be so open-minded during this time, you want to avoid making any long-term commitments. So for example, let's say you want to start going to the gym and you spend hours and hours. You're like, okay, I've committed, I'm gonna go to the gym, and you spend hours making your workout plan and your diet routine, and you're just like getting all stressed in your head, like overthinking and being like, oh my gosh, like I have to do this now and do this, and now like how am I gonna eat like this and all this stuff. Just take a deep breath and take a step back. You haven't even started yet, so start the thing. Try going to the gym once first, and then you can sort of start adding those things as time goes on, if that's something that you want to commit to. But you don't have to commit yet, just try it. Overthinking can be really easy during this time. So if that comes up, just let it come up. But try to just put your focus into what really calls to your mind. So it's not about restricting yourself or anything. It's just about staying grounded and trying to put that super active mental stuff into a certain direction and letting it go somewhere. Now I'm going to talk about the houses. I also want to give my recommendation for one thing to try something new for each house, depending on what house it's in for you. So the first house is all about your appearance, your identity, how you show up to other people. So this is a great time to try and do something new with your appearance, or try and start working towards a personal goal. If there's something that's been kind of making you nervous, or something you wanted to do by the end of the year, like think back on your New Year's resolutions. If there's something that you really wanted to try, give it a shot. Just try it. It's a really good time also to introduce yourself to new people, because you might actually feel more intelligent. Like you might have more things to talk about, more things to listen about, and let that guide you into new people. Let that version of you be seen. So if it's in your second house is what you value, your income, like your finances. So this could be a really good time to create a budget, or to learn a new financial skill, like trying to have a new side hustle or a different source of income or something like that. It could be a good time to just try something. Really look at what you're truly investing your time into, and if you are truly valuing that stuff, or if there's something else that might be more important to you to try, then do that. Now, the third house is all about communication and learning and growth. So this is a perfect time to buy a new book. Just go to the bookstore and buy something that really expands your knowledge. You want to buy something that's going to help you learn. And then you can also try and take a class. So if you wanted to do a painting class or anything like that, just try it. This is a great time to just really learn and develop any skills that you might be curious about. Again, just really ask yourself what seems interesting to you. What is something that you want to learn just because? If this is in your fourth house, this is a great time to declutter your space. Really give a fresh clean to your space, rearrange your room or rearrange your living room. Just completely, it's really nice to just have the fresh space in your home, because if you think about it, your home is where you reset yourself anyways. So having a fresh space there is going to really help you. And the fourth house is all about your home life, your family, your parents, that kind of thing. So it can also be good to have conversations with your family at this time. Just talk to them, see what interests them. Just be curious with them as well. If this is in your fifth house, this is a really fun one, I think, since the fifth house involves romance, creativity, pleasure, just simple pleasures kind of thing. So this is a really good time to take a painting class if you'd like, or pick up an old creative hobby that you had, whether it's like woodworking or just something that you used to like, or something that you never tried before when it comes to creativity. You could also download a dating app and go on dates and ask people questions and really communicate with people. This is a great time for that if it's in your fifth house. Just think about what would make you happy to try. Don't think about what anyone else would think, or whatever makes you happy, or something that you think would be kind of fun. Go and try it. You don't have to tell anyone about it. Just do it. If this is in your sixth house is a lot to do with your health, your daily routines, your work. So a great thing to do here is to try a new diet, for example. Try some new foods that seem kind of healthy, or something in the direction that you want to go, and just see how that works out. This is a perfect time to create a new habit or a new morning routine, sort of. If you just think to yourself, oh, like, I really wish that I did more self-care steps in the morning, or something along those lines. Just try it. This is the perfect time. Just add things into your routine super slowly over time. Just one thing at a time. Remember, don't take on too many things at once. But try it and just see how those little things in your day-to-day routines can really make a difference over time. It's also a really good time to organize your schedule or focus on your fitness. So like I was saying way before, if you want to try and go to the gym, if you don't already, this is a great time for you to, if it's in your sixth house. Something else important with the sixth house is if you have been avoiding any doctor's appointments, now's your time. Now the seventh house is all about other people, your relationships, your one-on-one partnerships, that kind of thing. So this is such a good time to really have those meaningful conversations. If there's one thing that I would recommend for you is someone that you know, whether it's online, whatever you're comfortable with. Try and step out of your comfort zone a little bit, but don't push yourself too hard. Just try and just ask anything. Just ask the deep questions. Try and just talk and listen and just really hear what people have to say, because you'd be surprised how much you can learn from other people. It's a really good time to just think about how you can create healthier connections with those around you overall. The eighth house, everyone's favorite house, which stands for metaphorical death and rebirth, is really like deep and intense intimacy. It has a lot to do with transformations. So this is a great time to really focus on your inner world, sort of. It's a great time to start therapy if you don't already. If you need motivation, I'm in therapy and it is the best thing ever. I just think that on the side of Gemini, being so open-minded and curious, let yourself be that way about yourself. Try and see where you can better yourself. And if that means trying therapy, you can always stop it if it's not your thing. Just start it, try it, see if you can improve yourself or see what you can work on, and it can be really insightful and helpful. This could also be a really good time to journal about something that you've been avoiding. So this is all about kind of what can you do to really transform, try and really better yourself during this time, and only you know how to do that. The ninth house is all about travel, like long distance travel, other cultures, philosophies. If you have this new moon happening in your ninth house, this is a great time to plan a trip, or to go actually do a trip and talk to people that have other cultures and really get to know what other people are like and what other people love. It's a really good time to expand your perspective. So try and see what other people are doing around the world, and it can be a great time to learn a language too. Just try and do something that involves other people. This is in your 10th house. Your 10th house is all about your career and your public image, how other people see you. So this is a great time to update your resume. It can be a really good time to learn a career-related skill. Like if you go on to like the Google courses or something, you can just look up certificates that you can get and just try and do that on the side to upgrade your resume, upgrade your career in that way. So this is a really good time to set just one or two, not too many, long-term goals for yourself. So ask yourself, where would you want to be a year from now? And you can write down all of the things, like in order, what steps you would need to take the first step. do the first thing. The 11th house, this is such a good new moon for the 11th house because 11th house is your social groups, your communities, who you surround yourself with. So this is a great time to join a group. Like if you always wanted to go hiking, just go join a group for hiking. You can also reach out to friends, or if you go to the gym, like I was saying before, talk to the people at the gym. Just ask what they're up to, or ask what they recommend that you do, or ask what their favorite workout is that you want to try something new, and just communicate with those around you. This is in your 12th house. Your 12th house is your subconscious mind. It's really your inner world. So this is such a good time to really start something new that will benefit your inner world. So it can be a great time to start meditating. This is a good time to spend time by yourself intentionally, like purposefully choose to be alone and really ask yourself, what do I want and what am I curious about without other people's opinions? You can ask what your intuition's trying to tell you, and you can journal or keep a dream journal. Whatever you see in your dreams, just write it down and try and just be curious and think about what it can mean for you. Sometimes the most helpful thing that you can do is take a step in the direction that you feel is calling to you. And even if it is such a small step, if let's say it's the gym, right? Let's say that you're so scared to go to the gym, take the first step of putting your shoes on or putting your socks on. Anything else is bonus points. And just put on your shoes one day, put on gym clothes the next day. You can immediately change out of them. Just do the thing. Take the first step. You don't have to completely start going to the gym and have the routine and everything. Just put on your shoes. That is where you start. Because you can't be the type of person that goes to the gym if you don't put on your socks first or your shoes. So start super small and be proud of yourself for doing it. Now, so a few things that I want you to take from this and really think about during this time, because the new moon isn't just on that day, it's the week before and the week after kind of energy. So just let yourself ask these questions. What seeds are you trying to plant? Where can you declutter in your life? Where can you start fresh? And you can ask yourself, if you are listening as much as you are speaking, what is something that you can learn that is new and something that you're curious about? And are there any ideas or conversations that you've been avoiding that maybe now is the time to stop avoiding them and try it? And one last thing before you close out is that it can also be really helpful to look at where Mercury is in your birth chart, because Mercury rules Gemini. And since Mercury is all about processing information and stuff like that, it can kind of help you to see where Mercury is in your birth chart and how it compares to where this new moon is happening, because they might be connected in some way. And that is it. I hope this helped you guys understand a little better. I hope that you guys can take something from this and maybe try one new thing, because I know it's hard and I know it's scary, but you won't be the type of person that does it until you try it. And keep in mind that everyone's charts are super different, so this is gonna play out super differently for everyone, which is why I didn't say, oh, this is gonna happen for you, because it's never gonna happen that way. It's not gonna be the same for everyone. Everyone has different planets in their natal chart and different aspects and stuff, so just take my advice if it helps you. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments or leave a like. And if you have any questions at all, I will do my best to try and help you. Just leave in the comments, because I'm still learning too, and really sorry if I didn't explain something fully in the best way. But regardless, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will be making more videos. And again, I'm going to put in the description my Redbubble username, so that if you want to go see my art and my designs, you can go support me there as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped, and try something new. Be curious.